Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad you are doing wonderful and great and fantastic as well.
Yes.
I can see it on your face.
Awesome.
You
are correct.
You had a wonderful time out last night?
I did. I was continuing the birthday celebration.
Yes.
Lituation.
Okay.
Lituation.
Okay.
Lituation, I think.
Okay. Go for it.
I think Amanda Seales came up with that. I can't remember where I heard that.
Whatever.
You don't even know who Amanda Seales is.
Nope.
I do. Some of my listeners, I'm sure, knows who Amanda Seales is.
You know, that's just some things that men don't care to know about, right?
Uh-huh.
And that brings a great segue into what this episode is about today, is what men want women to know, right? Some things that kind of floating around in our heads, and you know, I think it's a lot of information. So I think we're gonna go ahead and break this up into two parts.
This should be very interesting. With men, so you're gonna speak for all men?
I'm speaking for majority of men. That, you know, I think this is for a majority of men. Yes.
What men want women to know.
And if you men and out there, if you want to add to this list, let's talk about it on Wednesdays. We'd love to hear from you. That'll be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's where we do a live discussion on Facebook. So check us out. Go to Loveology Podcast on Facebook, and you should be able to get a notification at those times to get on the live discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Can I take a second to talk about why this might be really, really important?
Talk to me.
Or why women may not already know what men want?
Talk to me.
You know, a lot of times
women don't listen.
Men do not listen. Okay? As a hard-headed. Y'all could just be pretending like y'all listening. Y'all be nodding and be like, yeah. Y'all ain't listening to a word that's coming out of our mouth.
We're busy thinking about our security plan for the household.
Well, I kind of discovered, I don't know if, like, you know, this is just my theory. This is just my, you know, thinking over life as I reflect over life and relationships and men and women. Mm-hmm. It just seems like, well, we keep the sexes separated a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. And
talking about as babies, as kids?
No, growing up, you know, we separate things by gender, which I understand.
Like bathrooms.
Yeah, or lock, you know, just anyways, you know, your father may take the boys out to the field. I don't know. I was in the country, so yeah. You know, they'll take the boys out to the field and the girls will be in the house. And so sometimes, like, the sexes now more than ever, the sexes are, you know, mixing with one another, and Correct. We're learning more about each other.
Yes.
But I think that sometimes, like, women may like play with all girls, and, you know, and they have no idea how a man thinks.
Correct.
And the same way with boys, they may play with all boys and never just really spend any significant amount of time with girls right. growing up, and they really don't get it. You right. know, so I think this is a very, you know, interesting topic, because I feel like I've kind of...
You grew up around a lot of boys.
Yeah, I feel like I've had like the best of both worlds. I was a tomboy, and I knew a lot about how men think. And I actually, like, as far as like a career-wise, I feel like it actually benefited me to be around boys a lot, because you guys are normally more aggressive, you know, normally just like more direct, and you go after what you want, and you know, you're just not afraid to do that. So some of that stuff kind of rubbed off on me. Not to say that something, you know, that's not like a natural way for women to be. It is,
right?
But you know, typically you guys are just more like that, and that stuff kind of rubbed off on me.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to say that I think this is a great topic. This is another one that, Jason's specialties.
Yes.
So
and we're gonna talk about it for 2 weeks.
Okay. Wonderful.
So let's get ready to dive in. Oh, like Trey Songz.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really hit it right, but
No, you didn't say it right at all.
Mm. How it go then?
I'm about to dive in.
Okay. Look at Ashley getting it on. So
I can't sing.
Let's jump into this. So the first thing, and this is no particular order. There's just some things I did in my little research. So I got it from, some of my inner feelings and talking to some of my friends and on the internet and stuff. So it's just a compiled list from various sources. And so I just want to share it with you guys. So the first thing I want to talk about is don't hold something against him, right, that you already talked to him about. That's something that us as men, we want y'all to understand. If we already talked about it, you forgave me, we already worked out the game plan, but you still upset about it or holding a grudge about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, women are known for holding grudges. You don't believe that?
Example, please.
So, quick example. Like, for instance, you're driving. So maybe your driving skills might not be up to par, and it scares the daily crap out of me.
We're just talking about women in general, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Since you asked for a specific example.
Uh-huh.
And, but yeah, women in general, just people in general, really. But this is things that men want women to know. So yeah, if we say something like, "Babe, you can't drive," I'm not gonna let you drive because you can't drive. And then you get upset and you're like, well, that hurt my feelings and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. We talked about it. We kumbaya. And then, a road truck pops up, or, maybe, I'm sleepy and I say, babe, could you drive? And you, no, I can't drive, remember? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I can't think of a specific time when I've done that, but I know that I have before.
Right.
And I think it's just something that really hurts you, and if it was something that really hurt you, it
same thing with cooking as well. You can't cook. Not saying you, but I'm saying in general.
Yeah, it can be discouraging.
Right. And I apologize, and no, I can't cook. Remember, get your mama to cook it. So those are grudges.
Yeah.
That you hold on to.
Like I said, I don't know if I'm just being difficult then, I guess, because I don't really know if we call it a grudge. Maybe it, yeah. I guess it's
definitely a grudge.
Yeah. But I can see how you can do that, and it'll be hard for you to let stuff go sometimes when it hurts you. So
what do women do when, let's say a man come at you and say, hey, you can't drive or you can't cook, or, it's pretty disgusting, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll apologize and everything and, put it all out there. And, we're trying to move forward, but you still holding this grudge. What do men what should we do when you come with us and you have this grudge? What should we do at this point?
Well, some people think it's okay to hold a grudge and they don't want to, they don't want to.
They think that's okay.
Yeah. And they don't want to, better themselves.
Public service announcement. It's never good to hold a grudge, okay?
Yeah. You're
hurting yourself.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, but if you're dealing with somebody who, definitely wants to better themselves and try to do right by their partner or whatever, I think you can just politely say, babe, I've apologized for that, and you bringing it up again. And I really want you to let it go.
Right.
I really do. I don't know what else to say. I'm very sorry. But could you please stop bringing that up?
That phrase, let it go, wouldn't that strike a nerve?
It depends on how serious the situation is. That's what I'm saying. Because, if you tell me let it go that you cheated on me, well, no. I'm going to let it go when I'm ready to let it go, okay? But But like you saying, I mean, I don't know. For me, it just depends on how serious the situation is.
Right.
So yeah, you would hurt my feelings if you said you can't cook, like in the beginning of our relationship or whatever. He was like, man, you can't cook. You
had a couple of rough plates there.
You know, hey,
rough plates.
It happens. I like to try new recipes, you know. I like to try new recipes and
go to bed hungry.
So you know, that's what I'm kind of tough. I'm thick skinned. So like, if you tell me that was trash, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you can go to bed hungry then, because that's what I'm cooking, right? So you know, but yeah, in the beginning of our relationship, yeah, if you would have said something like that to me, and you said it like, I mean, I don't know.
It's all about how you say it.
It's all about how you say it. So yeah, if you said it the wrong way, and I'm like excited about cooking for you, and then you know, just beat me down and say that was trash or whatever, and you shouldn't cook anymore or something, that's verbal abuse. Really, that hurts, you know. And
but once now I don't even want to.
No, sometimes that's why it's important to watch what you say.
Right.
If you apologize, even if I've forgiven you, sometimes it's still there. It's like a little scar that's still there. And sometimes it just take a little bit more time for it to heal. Put a little
makeup on that scar.
To heal. Well, sometimes it take a little bit more time for me to be able to think about putting some makeup on that scar.
Yeah.
But, you know, definitely I think that men can just be patient with your woman or you know, whoever, right? Your partner. And just say, you know, babe, you bringing that up again. I apologize for that. I apologize for it again. I understand that I hurt you. I'm very sorry that I hurt you. I have not said it again yet, because that's what's most important is, did you apologize and not do it again? Because if you did it again, what, you know, but like, I haven't done that since you told me it hurt you. I'm sorry. Please don't bring that up again.
Right.
Like, that hurts me when you keep bringing it up. Like, that's discouraging to me. So it's communication. Communication is the key.
Okay.
I think that would work for me if you did that to me. Mm-hmm. If it's something that I brought up and you're like, babe, you know, what you want me to do? I apologize. I'm sorry. I haven't done it again since then. Mm-hmm. But every time you bring it up, that's very discouraging to me. That hurts me. And, you know, I'm trying. I really am sorry for hurting you.
Right.
That you'll get me. You'll get me like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. And the next one is just plain, simply put, slapping or just hitting. Okay. We don't want you ladies to slap us.
Okay.
Right? And you know, play slapping is okay, but sometimes, especially you don't know how to gauge your little strength. You slapping too hard. But I know your intentions behind it is cool, it's pure, but you be slapping hard, man. Like I'll give you a little love tap and you hit me like 5 times harder. Like, come on. Like, I
feel like you can handle it. You a man.
You gonna get a reflex from a man.
Yes.
And so slapping is not good, right? Mm. You don't want to be physical. Mm. And I know women like to, you know, especially when they get all heated and riled up, they will throw some shots at you. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of, when you slap a man, you're going at their core. Mm-hmm. You're going at their male persona, their core. That shatters. I mean, it shakes all of that, and it demands a response. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to put your man in that situation when you're slapping him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's not a good thing. Don't slap a man. Mm-hmm. That's something that women need to know. Right. Some people don't know that.
Yeah. Some people, I mean, a lot of times this is one of those double standards when it comes to like equality or whatever, because a lot of times women get applauded for slapping a guy if he, you know, said something rude to her. You know, if he said something, not touched her.
When is it okay to physically touch somebody in a harmful manner when someone else hasn't touched you?
I don't think it's ever okay.
It's never okay.
Now,
So how could you get applauded for that?
But I mean, I maybe applauded is too strong of a word, but just, if you see the movies, like, somebody say something rude and a woman slaps a man, like, now if he touches her, then I think she got every right to turn around and slap
All
him.
bets off.
Yeah, but
I would say, unless you have a not as, if you feel like you're strong, because I know some women that are strong.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know some women that I would not want to. Well, I put it like this: if I went into a bar fight, I would love to have some of these. I know some women that can handle their own, plus more can whoop dudes. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if you one of them, then if he hits you and you want to hit him back, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not as strong as him, don't just, he hits you, I would, man, just try to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of that situation. Call the police. Do not try to escalate it by hitting them back, because it's, you don't want him to hit you back with some extra strength that you didn't think he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we play fighting stuff. We only use it like 10% of our strength. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can turn all the way up.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, I don't want them problems.
So you don't blame what is his name? Tyrese for slapping Taraji in
what
is it? Baby boy. Because she was punching him and he turned around and hit her.
Nah, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't slap a woman.
Well, my grandmother would always tell me, as a child, you just never hit a man unless you want to get hit back.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, like that's what you say.
That's some good advice.
Well, I understood what she said, and a lot of people maybe don't. Hopefully, if you're listening, you can understand what she's saying. I mean, it's just not fair. Just don't nobody hit anybody. How about that?
Right.
Just because you're a woman, like you're saying, does not mean that you get to hit a man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. Like, okay, if y'all have an argument, it's not okay for you to slap him.
Nope.
It's just not. Nobody should be slapping anybody.
Yeah.
at all.
And slapping is just so disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, men can probably respect it more if it's a punch.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's a punch in the arm. You punched me in my stomach the other day, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, just playing around, goofy. It's pretty strong, what I'm saying, caught me off guard, but I got abs of steel, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? You play for, we're not physical with each other like that. We don't hit each other and out of anger. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do it, it's just playing around.
Yeah.
But if y'all get in a fight and you really want to inflict some pain on the man, just punch him in the arm. They'll let him know, like, you just really gotta punch. You that type of person where I gotta hit him. He gotta feel me.
Mm-hmm.
Just punch him in the arm
instead of slapping him.
Yeah. Slapping is so disrespectful.
I just thought of a time where I was watching a movie and I didn't see anything wrong with this woman slapping the man. But I guess technically what we talking about, she was wrong. But on Boomerang, you haven't seen Boomerang in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But anyways, I guess it's okay. There's no spoilers.
Yeah, it's like a 30-year-old movie.
What is his name? Eddie Murphy character cheats on Halle Berry's character.
Mm-hmm.
And, when he came home late, she's confronting him and he basically says that the woman that he cheated on her with told her that she made him better. I don't know. I'm not going to go in there. But anyway, she slaps him.
Yeah.
After he says this very stupid thing that he says.
Right.
But I'm just like, I didn't, oh yeah, he deserved that. But technically, no.
No. Because it was just words. Come back with words. Don't take it to the next level of being physical.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when police officers, they use their gun that's a deadly force for a non-deadly situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't escalate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I never slapped a man out of anger. Like, I play fighting, I slap like that. But no, I've never touched a guy because I was angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's abuse at the end of the day. And you can go to jail for it. Nowadays, no, seriously. Nowadays, because you got, men are put in a situation where they locking these women up for slapping them and punching them and stuff.
Like I said, it's just not fair. It's not fair for a woman to be punching on a man in his face and all this other stuff and then think that, he's not going to do anything.
Right. I mean, everybody's not like that.
Yeah. I think some men definitely would never hit a woman, but listen, Sometimes, like you said, it's like a reflex or something.
Yeah, it just depends. I might hit a woman if there a couple of them jumping on you. Oh, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no women. You're the enemy. I'm coming, so don't jump on my wife because I'm coming.
Right.
Me and woman, dog, baby, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Look, I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving to the next one. Don't continue with an argument when he doesn't want to talk about it. I think that's a good thing that women need to know.
I think that's totally men and women. That's a very gender neutral thing because I'm the person in the relationship that most of the time need my time before we can talk about it.
That's you. You hung around me, and that's why you.
No, I know plenty of women like that.
Well, I know plenty of women. Well, I know plenty of men that get into the arguments and they want to, shut it down so they can kind of get themselves together so they won't say the wrong thing, so they won't throw punches or slaps or anything like that. They just want their time.
Mm-hmm.
So give us our space.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go in a car. Let us go outside, walk around. It doesn't mean that we're going to call the side chick. It doesn't mean that we're going to run off and go to a bar and drink and try to catch more women. No, we just want our time.
Mm-hmm.
So let us have our time. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. So give us our space. What would you feel about that?
I agree with that because I'm the same way.
So you never heard of women always, no, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
No, I've heard some women say, they purposely go after, like, if I'm
exactly.
I've heard women say, if I'm upset, you gonna be upset. Like, they want you to be, they don't want for you to go off someplace. They gonna follow you around the house or everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, we about to talk about this because I'm not finna be the one that's up here upset and you're not upset. Like, no, actually the dude is upset.
Right.
It's like you not, by you letting him go away and blow off some steam, it's not like you giving him a way out. Like, he's still upset. Right. I think women forget that men have feelings too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, he's upset too. Right. His feelings could be hurt, like just like your feelings are hurt. You feel the same things that we feel.
No, but you only heard that from women. Ain't no man doing that.
What, following behind somebody?
If I'm mad, you mad. Ain't no man doing that.
No, I've never heard a guy say that they're following their wife around.
But I'm pretty sure they are out there. Not saying that you're less of a man, but I'm just saying.
Well,
it's mostly a women thing.
Yeah, I have to be careful in the way that I say that because, like, I did hear a couple saying that, the female was the one that was shut down and didn't want to talk about it at all. Not just, I need to calm down. She just never wanted to talk about anything ever. And he had to be the more aggressive one of like, no, we need to talk about this and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, you definitely need to talk it out when you run into a situation or issue that causes a ripple in your relationship. You want to talk it out because you don't want to run across that same landmine again. Dig it up and throw it out and diffuse it and move on.
Right.
Will it take some time? If you that upset, then we'll give you some time, but you got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. If you don't talk about it, you don't fix it. If you don't fix it, that's just more and more problems piling up, more landmines. You only got 2 legs, so go for it. So, yeah.
Yep, that's all my thoughts about it.
All right, so moving right along. Don't complain about him to your friends and family.
Never?
Well, no. Keep the relationship in-house.
Okay.
Don't complain about, I know y'all have y'all girl talk or whatever. But yeah, man, don't well, I guess some of the smaller things.
I'm about to say, you mean tell me you never vented to your friends about
some of the smaller things, but like major stuff, like, let that work on that yourself. Because we talked about it in some previous episodes. Once you let that stuff out, you know what I'm saying? Then they always going to think of you in that light. You know what I'm saying? They don't get to see all the other stuff because you're talking about the negative stuff. So you want to, limit that thing. Limit that. He's hanging out with that girl again or something. I don't know. It could be anything, It's, because women typically, tend to, chat a lot, about all Hey, I chat. I do.
Yes,
I have
I'm
a
happy you
circle.
already know what I'm thinking.
But we on some old stuff. We talking about football. We talking about all types of stuff. We're not talking about how my wife is doing this and doing that. I mean, a little bit here and there, but y'all can have y'all do, man, y'all man bash. Yeah. We don't women bash. Y'all men, that's a term. Men bashing. Men don't have a term of women bash. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe talk about gold diggers here and there. But
well, I can tell you for sure that I've complained to my friend about you before.
yeah. What you talking to? What you tell them about? Let's tell the world.
I can't remember.
It's got to be about organization, right?
I mean, whatever. I mean, not every argument that we have for sure, but sometimes if it's like a really heated argument and I just needed to vent, yeah. Sorry.
So whose side? They typically be on your side, huh?
No, it's not no side. It's just kind of listening to me vent that frustration out.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I guess we'll talk about this more when we talk about friends of the opposite sex. But Jason and I have this rule about not talking about relationship problems with your friend that is the opposite sex, unless you just really want to get a different perspective from a female or from the male perspective. But so I never vent to my male friends about you. I don't do that.
Yeah.
But to my female friends, yeah, I'm sure they've gotten an earful before.
That's what Jay-Z said. It don't chatterbox to the Matlocks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's always done in a respectful way. It's just mainly venting. You just made me mad. Sometimes you just gotta let that stuff go, and that's the only way to get it out. Is that I need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Won't you talk about it with your mate?
I do.
Okay.
I do. We always solve the issue. You know what I mean? Yeah. But maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm thinking about it now. Why do I tell? Like I said, I definitely don't tell every argument.
You want somebody to be on your side. That's what
it's not that. It's just needing to vent. Like, so you made me mad, and I need to vent to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
So you talking about small stuff. I know you know. I know you have vented to your friends before.
A little bit.
About what?
I don't know. Said, I can't think of anything right now. No. That's my answer.
So this rule right here, I get it, and it's
principle.
The principle, like, no, I definitely don't tell, 90% of the arguments that we have, I don't talk about.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But there are some that would definitely get vented to my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's another one. What men want women to know. We want y'all to know that, let's say we're discussing something or we having an argument or something, and it's kind of similar with the other one, but not answering you doesn't mean not caring.
Okay.
Because sometimes we can just shut down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you hear me talking to you? Do you hear me? And I'm just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just going through so many different things in my head. How to say this? No, I don't want to say that. What about this? No, I don't want to do this. But what if she does this? This is what's going on in my head. So it's like, you know what? Probably shouldn't just say anything, and I probably should just leave. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't mean that I don't care about the situation. It's just I don't have the right thing to say at this point. And so instead of making this thing go further south, I just don't say anything.
Okay.
Hey, I've done that before, haven't I?
Yes, but we've talked to each other, I feel like, enough about how each other feels that I understood that. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like you didn't care. I just feel like you're too angry and that you can't talk right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, some people don't get that, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we can know if I'm wrong or not. But I think most women, a lot of women, feel that way. Well, if you're not talking to me, then you don't care.
Well, it depends on. Sometimes that is the case. If you're not talking, then that means that you don't care enough to try. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not necessarily mean that may not necessarily mean that though.
Right. It doesn't mean it all the time, but I'm saying that sometimes that is the case. Like, they said that, a sign of like a really unhealthy relationship is when the people, well, I don't want to say it like that, but basically fighting is normal. And a lot of times, I know for me for sure, if I stop fighting with you, then you have lost me.
Yeah.
Because now I really don't care. I don't feel like I don't care enough to put the energy into it.
Right.
I don't want to.
So
why?
if I just come over there and punch you, then you fight me back. Now we back at it.
No, be quiet. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about arguments. But if I just shut down and just like, and that's what I'm saying, because normally I do shut down in order to bring my anger down so we can actually have a conversation about it. But if, you need to come back to these conversations after you're no longer angry. So, yeah, if, it's just like if a person is begging somebody to go to marriage counseling and they just don't want to do it, but y'all on the brick of, your relationship ending, then you got some issues, or you either don't care enough, or you just got too many prideful issues or something, or you just don't care enough. Either way, you're messing up.
Why you say prideful issues? I think most men are prideful.
Yes, I do.
Can women be prideful?
Of course. Everybody got some sort of element of pride,
right,
in themselves.
Right. All right. Well, what about this one? It's always better to speak your mind, ladies. It's always better to speak your mind. Just say what's on your mind. 'Cause what?
Always is not a good word to use.
Okay. I don't know though. Okay. 'Cause that's me. I say that a lot. But I think I speak my what percentage would you give it? It's a high percentage. It's like 95%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's good to speak your mind. Not I think always, but definitely majority of the time.
It is a very high percentage. It is. But, it's just all this is so gray. It ain't black or white. These rules.
Okay, that's the whole point of the conversation. That's what makes the podcast what it is.
Well, they making it black and white when it's gray.
Who making it black and white?
Whoever the research put this out there, you making it black and white.
So what do you feel about that?
I think that you do need to speak your mind.
Right.
You do need to tell, your partner how you feel about situations. Be honest. It's so important to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I do think that there is some stuff that can and should be kept to yourself.
Right.
Maybe it's not the right time to say it, or maybe it just shouldn't be said, because sometimes you can feel an emotion and have a thought, and then tomorrow you're so happy that you didn't say that because that's not how you feel now.
Give me an example.
I don't know. I just know I've experienced that at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday could have just been a hard day. Emotions are so fickle.
Yeah.
And you can say something out of emotion and it's just not how you feel.
Yeah.
It's not, you're just having a weak moment or whatever,
Well, I just know it's a lot of women out there that I've dealt with in the past. They kind of like beat around the bush.
Yes.
On situations. And it's like, dude, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, because, men, we are so straightforward. We go straight to the point. We say how we feel. We say what's on our mind. And sometimes it's a bad thing, But I think at least you know who I am. At least you know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Women, on the other hand, you want us to be mind readers. Yeah.
We want you to be considerate.
Okay. I can be considerate, but I can't read your mind.
Yes.
Yes. What do you?
That's correct.
Yeah. So you don't agree that a lot of women are like to beat around the bush or don't speak their mind?
I think it happens quite often because we're raised to be nice.
So what can you do to help the ladies out there to not do that? because you know.
You can say what you mean without being mean.
Okay. Well, go on, break it. Give me something. For an example. Give me an example, babe, of saying what you mean without being mean. I like that.
I don't know.
You gotta roll with it. If you gonna come up with a dope quote like that, you gotta come on.
I didn't come up with that. That's a quote out there in the world.
Oh, it's already out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, man, you gotta give me an example on that. Say what you mean without
being mean.
Mm-hmm. I like that. All right.
I can't think of an example right now.
So basically, quit beating around the bush, ladies.
Yeah, you can still be very direct and say it in a nice way. But I think yes, a lot of times women, we do, you know, we're trying to be too nice. We are raised to be nice, and if we're not nice, then we are a female dog. The word for that be the B word. If we're not being nice, and we don't want to be called that, and so sometimes we are very nice, but sometimes you just need to be not nice. You can be stern. But kind.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is the last one I'm going to give you for this week. And this one is men like affection and compliments as well.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think y'all like it more than women.
Who knows? You know, we got to stroke our ego.
Yes. Can we talk about the ego?
Well, we ain't talking about that right now.
Oh, Lord.
That's on your list. This is so if you know that men like affection and you know men like compliments and you know these things, well, won't you do it more? You see what I'm saying? Like, won't women give men more compliments and rub on their heads or something? You know what I'm saying? Just do more affectionate things if you know that's what they like. Yeah, she's rubbing on my leg right now. Yes, rub on that leg. Yeah.
Does that make you feel better?
It does.
You're so wonderful, Jason.
Thank you so much. That makes me feel tingly inside.
The most wonderful husband. I'm so blessed and just grateful to have you.
Mm-hmm.
You have, just been the light of my life.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It makes me feel so good inside.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think, I think we want women to know that does make us really feel good inside. Not to be on some sensitive stuff, but it really is. It's just we want to hear that, we have self-esteem as well. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear that I look good to you. Mm-hmm. We want to hear, we want to see physical action of you liking or loving. You know what I'm saying? Some women are touchy-feely and they'll do it. Some women are compliment you a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think I run into a lot of girls, and I heard a lot of guys talk about, ladies just don't give out that many compliments, and they don't know if they really like, especially like in a dating scene, they don't know if they really like them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't know. What? Go for it.
Sometimes it's just like, y'all so needy, man. Dang. Oh, it's just so much. And I guess we just feel like we don't need all of that.
Yes, y'all do.
Y'all are.
You know how many times? Please. Look, we don't ask for it. Like, y'all ask for it. Y'all ask for it. How do I look?
Okay. I can see
How
that.
do I look? How do I look? And we give it to you every day.
Maybe.
But we do
Maybe
not
you just hit something.
Ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not needy. I mean, everybody needs that type of emotion. We want to hear the compliments and stuff. We're just not asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still want it, just like you want it. Mm-hmm. But you ask for it every day, and we give
I
it
don't
to you
ask you how I look every day, but
women in general.
No,
you ask me more than I don't even ask you.
Yeah, you never asked me. That's why that's why I immediately said, okay, yeah, I think you may have just hit something, because you never asked me how do I look. You never asked me how do I look.
Never.
But I try to tell you look handsome, especially when you take a little bit more time to do something different with your outfit. Get your hair cut. looking all fresh and fly. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to go ahead and let you know.
Right. And if I don't let you know, I'm going to hear about it.
What? Oh, yeah, because Jason.
You ain't tell me I look good today.
Well, it took Jason. Well, you know, I don't actually like get my eyebrows done professionally very often, but it took Jason like a whole day to say, "Oh, you got your eyebrows done."
Yo, why you doing these little secret stuff? I don't know. Like, I'm not looking at your eyebrows all the time.
Well, you did look at. He was like, "You got your eyebrows done?" I was like, "Yeah, I got them done yesterday."
I'm looking at your eyes. Now, if something happened with something that's the thing. That's a misconception, ladies. I know a lot of ladies, you know, think that we're not paying attention to you if you get your hair done, if you get your eyebrows done or your feet done or something. We are, but we're just looking at your eyes. We that's what we're looking at now. If your eyes change colors, then we're going to be like, hold up. Your eyes just changed colors. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You put some contacts on. You got green, blue. Are we paying attention to that? Because we're looking at your eyes.
Right.
Men like to look at your eyes because that's the window to the soul. You see what I'm saying?
Get out of here.
I mean, it's the truth.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. The truth hurts.
Yes. Okay, Jason. Yes, but so to answer your question of why we don't, like, I think it just feels like we just got a lot on our plates, man. Women just do so much.
So you think men should ask, how do I look, babe?
No, I think it's something that, you know, because we don't really want to ask you. We want you to tell us that you know, but maybe we actually need it a little bit more than you.
Yeah, y'all are so needy. Dang. Because we ain't telling you. You sure gonna ask.
Yeah, we're like, how do I look? You know, just need that extra little push. Like, oh, yeah, my babe think I look good today. You know what I'm saying? So
don't worry about how I look. My man like it. So if you don't get, if you walk out the house and your man didn't say you look good, baby, you might be telling a lie.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it'd be nice for us to try to remember to compliment you, but I think that like men just, you know, you just got to be verbal about these things, and like if we not doing something that you want us to do, talk to us about it. Don't just go out and go do it with somebody else because they told you look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like just tell us. Just that's what y'all got to do.
Right.
Because we not mind readers either. Well, you haven't been giving me the attention ever since the baby got here. I heard somebody say that, not Jason. Yeah, but like, but
my wife do a lot for the kids. I know it, and I appreciate you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, love, for all you do.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, but yeah, see, you know, ever since the baby been here, you just ain't been giving me. Well, guess what? I got to take care of this baby. You want to jump in here and help me a little bit more, and then maybe I can give you some more attention. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to help me.
Help me.
If you want some more attention, we need to balance this thing out.
Help me, Lord.
So. Anyways, so yes, that would be my plea to the men. Okay, just let us know if we're not giving you enough attention or something. You know, maybe you need to check yourself, or maybe the woman is kind of not giving you enough attention. But just talk to her about it.
Right.
But you know, sometimes the men, y'all got to look at yourself too and be like, well, my wife is or my partner is doing a lot, and you know. Yeah, let me help her out a little bit so she can have the energy to give me all this attention that I want.
Right.
You know? So.
All right. Well, that wraps up this particular week on Loveology Podcast. We appreciate you guys for joining us this week, taking some time out of your schedule. Don't forget to go on our website, loveologypodcast.com. We have some merchandise on there that you can take a look at, some hats and shirts and mugs and all types of stuff, man. Just go in and take a look, browse around, all that good stuff. Again, we really appreciate it. What you guys say?
I was just gonna say, please remember to rate and review our podcast. It definitely helps when we got some new listeners that don't know don't know about us, don't want to know if they want to spend some time with us. When y'all give us good ratings and reviews, they go ahead and click that button and take a chance on us.
Rate and review, and if you don't mind, share us on your timeline.
Yep.
Share this thing, because this is what it's all about. Love. You share love, spread love. And you kill the hate, but spread the love. And spread Loveology Podcast. We appreciate y'all. We're going to catch y'all next time. And peace out.
Bye. You've been listening to the Loveology Podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.